What would be your definition of a good artist?
Authenticity. Honesty. I don't know, because a lot of people say that, like, art is supposed to be something that everyone can relate to and everyone can interpret differently, but I feel that art is deeply personal, and if you're making it for anyone but yourself, then I can't see how that would be, like, enjoyable. You've got to do it for yourself. If you're not doing it for yourself, then you're probably not having as much fun as you could. There's no consistent source of inspiration. I'll just have, like, manic fits every here and then, and, like, kind of roll with it when that happens. Like, my best work comes out of, like, manic episodes at, like, 4 a.m., where I've just, like, stayed up all night doing a painting of somebody because I wanted to do a painting. It just, like, came out of nowhere. Like, it's like the feeling comes out of, like, literally nowhere. And then I'll just dedicate all my energy to it. Like, you know, the concept of flow. Like, when, you pretty much zone out. It's like good dissociation. Like, I'm just in it for however many hours until it's done. When I go through those episodes, I get, like, so absorbed in it that I kind of, stop being anxious about what other people are gonna think about it. So, like, I'll make something and it'll be, like, 100% for me, and I won't be worrying about how it'll be perceived, and I won't be worrying about the technicalities of it, like, how it's being made, and, like, the way that it looks. I'll just be doing it because it, like, feels good to do it. Like, a lot of the times if I'm trying to make a painting, like, as an assignment for class, it's really difficult because I get caught up in all the details and, like, how is this going to be graded? What are other people going to think? Is this too weird? But if I'm just doing it because, like, I'm going crazy in the zone, then, like, I don't even have the ability to think about it. I've had, like, very mild depression. I'm not going to, like, go off the walls and say, like, oh, I'm, like, really not functioning. I'm very high functioning, but I'm high functioning because I have to force myself to exist. Every day I have to force myself to take care of myself and, like, just to eat, just to shower, just to show up to class, to do the basics, and art really comes second. And, if it's for a class, then I definitely have to force myself to make something. And if I'm feeling like that, if I'm having, like, a really bad day where, like, it's truly a struggle just to take care of myself, then I won't be making any art that day. But, you know, that probably would help me get over it if I did make art. But it's like, it feels like such a hurdle to jump sometimes. It feels like the setup and the cleanup is what holds me back from, like, enjoying the middle part. 'Cause it just seems like such a, like a huge, obstacle. But on days when I can force myself to do it, just like on days where I, like, force myself to get up and eat 3 meals, it's, like, usually worth it. It usually helps a lot and it feels better. I still haven't, like, made that connection in my brain yet, though, that, like, forcing myself to do it feels good, so I should just, like, keep pushing forward. But, like, I will. In, like, a few years, it'll click. No, I absolutely do not want to be happy with my work if that is going to result in me creating subpar work. Because I know a lot of people who, well, okay, first of all, obviously I want to be happy. I think I've earned it at this point. But I've seen a lot of people who call themselves artists, who are not pushing themselves to do better, and who are not taking criticism and just trying to improve. And, like, I know it's mean, but they produce, like, not the best work that they could. They produce pretty bad stuff. And if they were to be open to criticism and open to questioning their current skills, then they would get a lot better instead of just being happy where they are. which, like, good for them that they can be happy where they are, but, man, because that's a tough question. I don't know. I'd like to be happy, but I still enjoy being better than other people when it comes to certain things. I actually just did a critique of a painting, and I cried during the critique because it was the first time in a really fucking long time that I'd actually felt good about something that I'd made. Like, I have not felt proud of myself for a really long time. And in a way, I think that that's like, it's like, I don't know, I can't think of a metaphor that would describe it, so I'll just describe it the best I can. It's not like a, I don't know, but, it's like it's something that pushes me to, like, really, go further and try harder and put more effort into something, because, like, in my mind, I'm constantly fucking up and I've never made anything good, so I need to keep making things until I make something good. And, you know, when I finish something, it's kind of like, okay, well, that's done, now on to the next thing. It's not really just like it's not ever like a, that's done and I'm okay with that sort of thing.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
That's a stupid question.
Okay, Sarah.
This is, whatever I say now is it's gonna be a different answer in a week.